Hello, everybody. We are live here at South Florida Integrative Health Center. So, what is an important factor in aging better is not just looking at the symptoms, but why are the symptoms happening? Why is this chronic disease beginning to occur or has been going on for many years? And that is where integrative medicine comes in. We understand where there is disease and pathology. But we also know that that is a spectrum that can happen on a different stage. There are different stages along the way where heart disease progresses and blood sugar and diabetes progresses. And what we want to do in integrative medicine is understand the biochemistry, which means what is happening in the body that is making these elevated ups and downs of blood sugars, or the cortisol levels going up and down, thyroid levels not being optimal, being subpar, all the hormones not being optimal. In other words, they're not communicating as well as they should be, and that could be for a multitude of factors. And that is so much the point, to really not only just treat the symptoms, not only put a band-aid on it, but find what is going on and base that on science, meaning that there is research over many years now about what is contributing to aging. We're talking about the ups and downs of blood sugars. That's known as glycation, which means the cells get oxidized because of these spikes in blood sugars. And this is a process that can go on for many years. And it's important to understand that if you get to this process in the right time, and even at any time, you can begin to unravel and reverse these chronic diseases by understanding the background, the biochemistry, what is going on underneath the surface, and then supporting the body, typically with natural protocols, targeting with food. Of course, food is first. So, in other words, there are particular foods and certain ways of choosing what to eat that is more appropriate for each person, depending on what we see in these aging biomarkers. So, not one diet is right for everyone, it's very individualized. And even the supplements, again, we don't want to be just focused in on supplements or medications, but they're important when needed. But how we use them, how we target them, what do they interact with, what is the right form and dosing, and how long are we going to be taking these? These are questions that are usually left unanswered, and people find that they're taking supplements, they're not sure what form to take, they're not sure what the additives that they're adding into these supplements, and really why are they taking them and for how long. This is how we answer these questions, and we make specific protocols based on these biomarkers of aging, inflammation, the ups and downs of blood sugars, cortisol, which is the stress hormones, neurotransmitters, how we're feeling, our mood, and balancing them, and understanding that is a more holistic treatment plan, looking at the GI gut microbiome and how that ties into so much around the body. In other words, the neurotransmitters we know now are coming so much from our second brain, which is the gut. So just focused in on blocking or inhibiting an enzyme that's going to allow for more of a particular neurotransmitter is more single thinking, very too narrow thinking of how the body is more holistic. So these integrative appointments and consultations take more time to go over a person's whole history of health. What is their trajectory of their labs? What is it showing, and how they've developed these certain conditions? And then how can we look deeper and unravel this biochemistry in the body that has caused these conditions to worsen? And then we can look at supporting the body and giving the body what it needs. Quite often, that is natural vitamins, minerals, nutrients, different botanicals used safely. And again, studying the science behind them, what forms, what dosing, what standardized extracts if needed. This is where we can really progress in reaching optimal health by having the science behind what every move that you're making, and that a practitioner who is educated and experienced in this functional medicine, integrative medicine, can guide and work with you on this wellness journey. If you have any questions, there's our website where you can book a 15-minute discovery call. Everyone have